great. Flint and magnesium are great. Sometimes you're on the run. You're cold, you're tired. What if I told you there's a way to start a fire by just touching it? I'm Cameron Carlson with the Zombie Research Society. Let's light it up. Welcome to the Zombie Fire. Hey everybody, Cameron Carlson here with the Zombie Research Society. Last video, we talked a lot about weapons and things like that, and you might have seen the Microsoft video that we did, how to survive the zombie apocalypse for the Dead Rising 4 release. Well, one of the things in there I talk about is how to start a fire. Well, today, that's what we're going to be doing. So I've brought you all the tools you're going to need to start a fire. So now let's get this video rolling. Let's talk about why you're going to need this. Now, not everybody in the world has the ability to start a fire with nothing but, a bow, a piece of string, and a piece of wood. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of practice. You also might not have matches. You might not have the ability to start a fire. You might not have flint. But I'm going to show you something that you can use that is easily transportable, it's packable, and all that stuff is good to go. Now, what's nice about this is you can put it in a plastic bag, and you can put the fire starter in a little film canister. The little black and gray things. Maybe I'm dating myself, but some of you might not know what that is. Anyway, it's only about that big. It looks like a pillbox. Anyway, let's get started. So, first thing you're going to need, steel wool. Okay, now if you notice that on there, this is super fine steel wool. Quadruple zero steel wool. The thick stuff will not work as well. You need the really, really fine stuff. So that's what we have here. Second, fire starter, or fuel. So in this case, wood. Dried leaves, very good stuff. You're gonna need, if you have it or if you can find it, paper. Obviously, steel wool. And then last, you're gonna need this. A standard household 9-volt battery. Okay, that's all you're gonna need. I mean, this is really about it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually set it up, and I'll show you exactly how to set this up. Now, first thing you want to do is get all your stuff out of the way. You have to remember that you can't start a fire using just chunks of wood like this. It doesn't work that way. You've got to start very, very small, which is why we have the paper, the dried leaves, things like that. And you're gonna need to, chop it down. You're gonna need to get it really nice and thin. Like this stuff will work very nicely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our trusty little knife, not so little, but you know what, hell with it, and then we're just gonna basically start shaving off little pieces of this. So tedious work, but you got to do it. All right, so we've taken care of it. We've got our little kindling for the fire. Took a little time. Put this away. Now, I should say that a machete like that is not needed. Most of the time you can get away with something like, a pocket knife. So, but, I wanted to use that, so get over it. Anyway, let's move on. So, now that we have our little kindling, what we're going to do is we're going to take a leaf, and we're going to take some paper, and this is just something I'm using so I'll burn down the house. I'll put it here, and I'll see this in a second. I'll bring it up close. Take your leaf, your paper, whatever, crush it up. Really, really small. Take another one. Now remember, it's got to be dry, okay? You can't just use any old, leaf that's been wet or anything like that. It's not going to work. It's common sense, but you'd be surprised. more. What you're seeing me throw out there is the stems of the leaves. You don't need that. It's just random crap that doesn't need to be in there. And then if you have it, take your paper. Okay? Again, paper's obviously going to burn very well. We all know that. And then just tear it up just like you did. Alright, now that we've done that, we just put this away. And again, you can save things. If you find these things, you can save them, put them in your bag, put them in wherever. This folds up very nicely. Just, there you go. Okay, put it someplace in your pocket, put it in your bag, put it wherever you want. Now, steel wool. You'll notice that this stuff comes in kind of rolls, like it's sheet, right? Alright, what you want to do is you don't need the whole thing here. Okay, you really don't. I'd say you could use about maybe half of this. So what we're going to do is you can tear this. You can absolutely tear this. So just tear it, just like that. That's about all you're going to need, really. I mean, it's not a lot, but, you can get away with this, too. So, yeah, put that there. We have our nice little fire starter here. We're going to take that. Now, look at all the extra. That's just one little roll of it, okay? I mean, considering what comes in a package. 6 of those little rolls. All this stuff, put it right into a pill box or a plastic bag. Now you're going to put this on the underside, right? So you're going to take all this. I'm going to put the steel wool just like that. Okay, you can see how it's in there, right? Now, what you're going to do is you're now going to take that kindling and that stuff that we just used, you're going to put it on top of it. Just like that. Okay. You can take a little bit of that kindling and put it on top. Alright, make it real nice and pretty. I'm going to take this off. So now you can come over here and see that everything we have here, is just, is ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our 9-volt now. Alright, standard 9-volt. That's all this is. And then we're just going to touch it to any edge. Alright, you ready? Let's do this. Come on down here. Now, you take the 9-volt. The reason we use the 9-volt, it has 2 contact points, here and here. Okay? That's the only thing you care about. And we're going to just touch it to, let's say we'll start over here so you can see it. Now you're going to see sparks and you're going to see this basically just come up. Watch. There you go. That's all it took. And just let it go. You can even start from the back end too. There it is. Pretty easy. Pretty neat, pretty easy. So, just let that go for a little while. You can already see it's catching. Now, as it catches, what you're going to want to do, so as that catches, what you're going to want to do, whoa, see? Boom. There you go. You now have fire. So what you want to do is you're going to take the rest of this stuff and put it on top. And that's it. There's your fire starter. I mean, pretty easy day. Again, easily packable. Really easy to light. As you can see, I mean, literally just one little touch. Boom. You have an instant fire starter. And then honestly, once this starts burning like that, you can go ahead and feel free to use these sticks. Okay, feel free to use them. Cut them down to size, but there's your fire starter. So, anyway. Easy day. Now. So, that's really it in a nutshell. I mean, the fire's still going. Fire's still going. You can see it obviously right there. And it'll go for, it'll go until it basically just burns out from, lack of fuel. But if you really want to see how it really lights up in my hand, This is what's really nice about this stuff. I'm going to show you how compact you can make it. Look at that. That right there folds out to a really nice chunk of fire starter. Now watch. Take that again and just boink. There you go. Instant fire starter. That's all there is to it. Really, really easy. Really easy. It's kind of fun too if you think about it. But I wouldn't recommend starting the fire with it like wrapped up like that, just because you can see that it really has a hard time catching. However, if you take a piece like this and you stretch it out and you make it really nice and flat, it's going to catch very fast, just like that. It basically just disintegrates. So, there you have it. Yeah, that's your fire starter. I told you guys that, a 9 volt is your best fire starter, and that's why. As long as you have steel wool that's like a quad zero or a really super fine steel wool, it's easy thing to use. It's easy to just light, and the best part is it's transportable. So that's what it comes in just out of the bag. Now watch. This unwraps to about this. All right, that's a lot of steel wool. And now watch. You could cram this whole thing in a pill box. Okay, and guess what? You can take your batteries, just don't store them together, because if they touch, well, you're screwed. But store them, do whatever you want, and it's a great fire starter. Appreciate you guys watching the video. This has been a really fun experiment, really fun time teaching you guys how to do this. And again, you don't have to wait until you use this in a survival situation. You can use it starting a fire, starting a fireplace, whatever you guys want. It's a fun thing to do, and it's a fun thing to show people. Not a lot of people put that together. But anyway, again, I'm Cameron Carlson, the Zombie Research Society. Thanks for watching. And remember, what you don't know can't eat you.